wanted to provide some additional information just how far the level of corruption and conspiracy goes in the state of South Carolina, South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce, South Carolina Human Affairs Commission, the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, Greenville, South Carolina. As I stated, I believe that bar from applying took place as early as 2011-2012. But I received some information stating that bar from applying was applied on July 19, 2013, not to expire until December 30, 2018. That's 5.5 years without justification or notification. That's an illegal employment stipulation. That's a civil rights violation. And to show you the level of corruption, this email notification that I received from South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce on July the 19th, informing me that a job that I had applied for, that my application would be reviewed and considered. Now, I just told you that bar from applying was illegal applied by agent sourcing of South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce on July the 19th, 2013. So that's impossible for my application to receive proper consideration because of the bar from applying. But to show you just a little bit more just how corrupt these people are and what they'll do to cover themselves and others like them. On July the 22nd, 2013, I received another email notification from South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce informing me that my application for a job that I applied for would be reviewed and considered. Here's again is another distortion, deliberate distortion by South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce. How can my application receive proper consideration for employment when you have applied an illegal stipulation of bar from applying on July the 19th, 2013? That is impossible. On July the 24th, 2013, this is where I first received my first notification about bar from applying. It was for a potential job, which I was denied a job opportunity because of that bar from applying. July 24, 2013. The email reads as such. Dear Clarence, we are sorry to inform you that your application for Administrative Specialist 2, Document Specialist 2 position will no longer be considered since we received notification that you have been barred from applying for state positions. South Carolina Judicial Department. I'm going to take this page down for just a second because my response to Ms. Bellamy started on this page. And it said, Ms. Bellamy, I would like to know who sent you notification of me being barred from applying from state positions. I have not been told or sent notification that employment with South Carolina has been barred. I see this action to be illegal, fraudulent, unfair, injustice, and discrimination as tax-paying citizen who has not done anything wrong. I am requesting that you respond to your illegal action in writing because this is my first time of being informed of such and received notification. Sincerely, Clarence Jenkins Jr. Ms. Bellamy responded on July the 24th, 2013, and her response reads as such. Good afternoon, Mr. Jenkins. I do not govern or control the state website for job postings. Therefore, I have not performed any illegal, fraudulent, unfair, unjust, or discriminatory action towards you. By way of this email, I am notifying you that the state of South Carolina website gave me a writing when your application came through. Please feel free to review the notice I received below. And here is the notification that the state of South Carolina was sent out before my application to employers. Warning, this candidate has been marked as barred from applying. Does not meet minimum qualification. That's a fraudulent statement according to my education and work experience. This was an intentional act of harm, which a great harm has been caused. But nevertheless, they went a little bit further. Someone at South Carolina Department of Human Resources went into the system and select other. And anytime other is marked, someone who has the authority goes into the system in order to complete that task. And you can see from below they wrote additional comments. This candidate has been marked as barred from applying per NeoGov. That again is a fraudulent statement to deceive. NeoGov has stated to me in several email communication, which I'm going to provide in upcoming videos, that barred from applying is applied by the users of their services. Barred from applying is not a system error, which has been stated to me and others, but it is actually a feature of the product. So when the state of South Carolina and South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce promoted that lie to me and to employers, that was an intentional cover-up and a conspiracy in order to deny the truth, the facts of what happened. The state of South Carolina has laws that forbid the very same thing that South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce did with me. And it is found in section 4127-20, Declaration of State Public Policy. I'm going to do some skipping here. Economic security due to unemployment is a serious menace to health, moral, and welfare of the people of this state. Involuntary unemployment is therefore a subject of general interest and concern which requires appropriate action by the General Assembly to prevent its spread and to lighten its burden, which is often falls with crushing force among the unemployed worker and his family. So this is what the state of South Carolina did to me and South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce. They did what the law forbid. But South Carolina Human Affairs Commission, the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, failed to hold them accountable for civil rights violation. It did not matter how much evidence I provided. It did not matter what law I provided. It did not matter what facts. They also participate in a conspiracy to deny justice. Their action is the very meaning of obstruction of justice. South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce, the state of South Carolina, South Carolina Human Affairs, the U.S. EEOC Greenville, South Carolina, all became violators of the law. And when they all became violators of the law, they also became violators of me. I'm going to provide another policy by the state of South Carolina regarding unemployment. And this is found in section 1320. Declaration of Policy. This chapter is an expression of the concerns of the state for the promotion of harmony and development of human affairs. The General Assembly declares the practice of discrimination against an individual because of race, religion, color, sex, age, national origin, or disability as a matter of state concern, and declare that this discrimination is unlawful and is in conflict with the ideals of South Carolina and the nation. And this discrimination interfered with the opportunity of the individual to receive employment and to develop according to the individual's own ability and is degrading to human dignity. This is what the state of South Carolina did to me and South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce. And yet, no one has been held accountable because they all participated in a cover-up and a conspiracy. I have the facts. I have it in black and white. I am just telling my story. I know a lot of you are thinking this is just my fight and my fight only, but you need to watch the end of the story. You are going to find out this very action that was done to me can also be done unto you and yours to come. And it is far reaching than Clarence B. Jenkins Jr. and the state of South Carolina. I am declaring in this video, I am requesting an investigation by the United States Department of Justice to look into the allegation of civil rights violation, look into a criminal conspiracy and cover-up by the state of South Carolina, South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce, South Carolina Human Affairs Commission, the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, Greenville, South Carolina, and others. As I stated before, the law forbids what the state of South Carolina did to me. And therefore they became violators of the law. But everybody that should hold them accountable has given them a pass to do wrong. And this is why you need to know my fight is your fight. And justice is still required.